Hello, everybody. This is the 54th episode of Sunny Side, and this is going to be a special show, our all-decade show, and we're going to check it out. We're going to get into it all decade for the state of Texas in basketball, and we're going to get into it. We got one of the prominent players of that time with us. We got a couple of them, and we're going to hear from them, and we're going to get to know them and know about that particular time, which was a very prominent time in basketball. For those that don't know, Clyde Drexler is from this state. Brother Greg Kite, Rob Williams is one of the most famous players. Go down the line. There's a whole lot of players. I'm going to turn it over to the president, Mr. Jeff. What's going on?
Okay, Carl, before we get started, I'm still getting notifications from a couple of people that it's not on the site. We wanted to record on the Fire site.
Right now we have started. We can't worry about that, Mr. Jeff.
Okay, well, we got customers. Okay, all right.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's Carvin Holcomb. Thank you, Carvin Holcomb. Hit the video. Hit the video button.
Yeah, I just tried to hit it, so I'm sitting in the car. We got to play in about 30 minutes. But
okay.
Hold on one second. Right. So I'm trying to hit it, Jeff.
Okay. All right.
How you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
Oh, we're doing great. We're doing great, Carvin. Doing outstanding, man.
Ricky trying to get in too.
Okay. Yeah, I just communicated with him.
Okay.
Carl, while we're waiting for them, can we
have our sponsor share with us about a rocket moving and storage?
All right, for those of you who don't know and not aware of a long-standing business in the Houston area, A Rocket Moving and Storage is a full-service moving and storage company and a proud supporter and sponsor of this show. We have been in Houston since 1959, started by Arlene and Herbert Sam, passed on to their son DeAndre Sam, and we do commercial, residential moving. We have storage, warehouse space, 62,000 square foot in one warehouse, and 56,000 square foot in another warehouse where we do climate control. We vault your items, your household items, your commercial items, and your business items with climate control or just regular storage. And we are located 3401 Quarter, Houston, Texas, 77021, 713-748, 6024 is the address. Call us, let us know what you need. We do intrastate, interstate. And we have been having a real good year. And we also are well known in the area. Just give us a call. A Rocket Moving and Storage. We are sponsors of Prairie View and TSU. Prairie View for the last 20 years, TSU for the last 35 years. And now we've acquired Sam Houston. We transfer all their equipment when they travel all over the country for their football games.
Thank you, Brother Phil. Thank you very much. And thank A Rocket for their sponsorship of this show also. We thank you very much.
Okay, Carl, we're going to go ahead and start with the first topic. The first topic of discussion is the all-decade Texas team, the all-decade team. I have Greg Kite here. We got G-Rod, who played for Winkley and Prairie View A&M University. We have Carvin Holcomb, played for Jack X, who went on to be a Hall of Famer for TCU, who played overseas professionally for, I believe, 11 seasons. We have Greg Kite. Greg Kite played for Madison High School, who went on to win 2 championships for the Boston Celtics, playing with Larry Bird and Kevin McHale and all those guys. We got a good group here. So we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, the first team on the Texas All-Decade team from 80 to 89, the first guy on the list is Shaquille O'Neal.
All right.
Any questions about that in selection on the first team?
San Antonio Cole, it was a 3A school, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
3A. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Next one on the list, Larry Johnson. What's that? Grandma, what they call him?
Grandmama.
Grandmama. Yeah, Grandmama. Played for Dallas Skyline. And went on to play for UNLV and then, of course, the Hornets.
Yes.
Next guy up, LaBradford Smith out of Bay City. Y'all remember this guy?
Louisville. University of Louisville.
Exactly. Out of Bay City. Played for Bay City. All right, next guy up. Y'all remember this guy? Mookie Blaylock. Y'all
Mookie
remember
Black.
Mookie Blaylock, right?
Garland,
Yeah.
Texas.
He's not from
Okay.
Texas.
In Garland, Texas,
Yeah, he's
exactly.
from Garland.
I
Okay,
didn't
and then
know
went on
that.
to play for Oklahoma.
Yeah, he
and
went
then
to
the Bulls.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Okay, and then the last guy on that first team is a guy named Michael Williams. Y'all remember Michael Williams? I don't remember that name. Michael Williams?
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, okay.
Baylor.
Dallas Carter. Played for Baylor and went on to play for the Pistons. I don't hardly remember him, though. All right, that's the first team. All right, now let's move on to the second team. The second team is Charles Bo Outlaw, who played for who in high school?
Yeah.
San Antonio J, and of course went on to play for University of Houston, and of course they had many years with the Clippers. The next guy on the list, I know you guys can remember this name, a guy out of Ross Shaw Sterling High School by the name of Clyde the Glide Drexler. Went on to play for the University of Houston, Phi Slama Jama, and then of course many years in Portland, and then of course Houston, winning the championship in Houston. Then right behind him, you have my boy out of JY, Michael Young, the state's #1 basketball recruit in 1980. Went on to play for Phi Slama Jama, appeared in two finals games in the NCAAs, and went on to be a first-round pick of the Boston Celtics, played, I believe, 11 seasons overseas professionally. Next guy up, the shortest guy ever to play. No, second guy, shortest guy ever to play in the NBA. Spud Webb.
Yeah.
Spud Webb. Y'all remember Spud Webb?
Bad boy. Wilmer Hutchins.
Wilmer Hutchins High School. Ran against
Wilmer Hutchinson.
Yes.
Yeah. NC State and the Pistons.
Bad boy.
All right. And the last guy on that second unit is Lance Blank. Lance Blank, didn't he play for Madison?
No, earlier, but then he went to the Woodlands. He graduated from the Woodlands, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
but
passed
away.
away.
At Madison,
Yeah,
right?
may rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. Good guy, man.
Yeah.
And then played for the UT, and then played for the Pistons. When he a first round draft pick, I think he was the last pick in the first round. Right.
Yeah.
All right. Now the third team. Y'all okay? Any questions about the first and second units? Any questions? All right. Third unit, we got Greg Cadillac Anderson out of Worthing High School.
Yeah, we beat them in the playoffs. Go ahead.
Oh, really? Of course, went on to play for Phi Slama Jama. Okay, and then went on to play NBA, played for the San Antonio Spurs. After Greg Anderson, we have the guy out of Jack X by the name of Ricky Winslow.
Yeah, we didn't beat them. Go ahead. Next.
Yeah, I know you didn't beat JY. Oh, I know you didn't beat JY. Went on to play for Phi Slama Jama. Went on and got drafted by the Bulls. And then he played, I believe, 10 or 11 seasons overseas, professionally overseas. Then we have a guy by the name of Finis Dembo. Y'all remember that name?
San Antonio went to Wyoming.
Okay, Finis Dembo. Exactly. Played for the Pistons.
Yeah, very tough.
All right, and then we have my boy I still don't see your face, Carvin Holcomb, but then we have my boy Carvin Holcomb out of JY. Went on to be TCU Hall of Famer for TCU. I believe it was a second-round pick for the Cleveland Cavaliers, played professionally overseas for like 11 seasons. Outstanding career. And the last guy on that third unit is David Wesley. Y'all remember David Wesley?
Went to Baylor.
Played for Baylor.
Okay.
Yeah, went to Baylor.
Exactly. And Longview, right. Outstanding. So do you guys now, Greg KITE, now I understand you're not on this team, but that's the only reason why Greg is not on this team is because Greg came out in 79. So he was 1 year before these guys. So unfortunately, Greg, you're not on this list.
That's
okay. He would have been on that team.
Okay. So anyway, any questions? Is there anybody that didn't make this list? Well, I can think of one guy right at the top, but in your opinion, is there anybody that didn't make this list that should have?
Yeah,
I got one.
Who is that?
Fort Worth Dunbar center by the name of Gilbert Collier. All you gotta do is look him up.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Gilbert, bad boy.
Okay, Gilbert Collier.
Steven Jackson, Rob Williams.
He went.
Okay.
79.
I thought about
Rob was 79.
But Rob came out in 79.
Gilbert, Gilbert, he came out of he played at North Texas, didn't he?
Yeah, but he was from Dunbar. He came out in 80.
Yeah, he was a baller.
We played him in the JC tournament, and I kept up with his career before that. Coach Hughes had a bunch of good guys, though.
Yeah, he did. Dunbar was always tough. I got one now.
Darryl Browder. Darryl Browder was
was a bad dude.
ECU all-time leading
Okay.
scorer.
What's
Bad
school?
dude.
What school?
Fort
Fort
Worth
Worth Dunbar.
Dunbar. Okay.
Yeah. I got one
Now,
name.
of course,
Dapper
if they were
Dan.
born 1 year later, Greg Kite and Rob Williams would have been on this team. We understand
Yes.
that. Unfortunately, those guys came out
Well,
second
hold
round.
on, Jeff. Hold on.
Yeah.
Greg and Rob got their pub due. There was a game in their senior year that was played at the Summit, and Greg can attest to this. It was called the Texas All-Stars against the USA All-Stars, and they played against Steve Stepanovich, John Sunvole, Clark Kellogg. Remember that, Greg?
Yes, sir.
I remember that.
I was at that game, and
Okay.
I scalped
Okay.
tickets that night, matter of fact. So,
Okay.
so yeah, that was a good game. And Texas, you had George Turner out of Hitchcock. We had a bunch of good players from Texas, and so it was a good game. It was you didn't see that kind of game often back then.
No, Robert Shaw, who played at Deer Park,
Deer
went
Park.
to Rice, and
I think Fuller played with y'all too that game.
I got
Jeff
one
Fuller,
name off this list, man. Let me say this name. He was a Dapper Dan Classic MVP.
Okay.
Everybody in the country came after him after that MVP.
A Wheatley guy, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him out.
What you're gonna say. I'm gonna let him call it.
Eddie Combo.
Eddie Combo. I knew you were gonna say Eddie Combo because Eddie's been on the show twice.
He was unstoppable, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And
we saw him.
6'3".
We saw him, Gil. We saw him. You're right.
Okay. He should have been on that list in front of some of them.
I'm trying to figure out who he would have bumped. Because you got Mookie Blowout, Michael Williams, you got Spud Webb, you got Lance Blanks, David Wesley, Carbon Holcomb. Who was he bump?
Don't bump nobody.
Did any of them win the Dapper Dan? You know who he went up against at the Dapper Dan Classic?
Who was that? Huh?
Yeah, just make a fourth team. Don't bump nobody.
Okay,
I'm not bumping nobody.
All right.
I like that.
Saying he belongs on the list. I'm not.
That's what I said. Make a fourth team and you're good.
Fourth team. Okay, well, let's make a fourth team real quick. Let's make it quick. Okay, who's your fourth team? So you got who you got?
Gilbert Collier at center.
Okay, Gilbert Collier.
And then Combo.
Okay, then you got Combo. That's it. That's all. Who?
I don't know anybody else we want to put on there. I don't want to.
What about those Milby guys? Nobody from Milby?
What about Sean Gay?
No. Sean Gay.
Yep,
okay, I think he should be on there.
They went 40. They went 40-0, man. They went 40-0 for Madison.
That's 3. 2 more. Give me 2 more. Greg, you give me one.
Yeah, Madison. Sean. Did you say Sean Gay?
Yeah, Sean should have been on there.
Okay, yeah, Sean Gay, yeah.
Texas Tech.
Cal Carbon, you give me one. Anybody? We need 2 more. Give me 2 more, real quick.
I'm thinking about it.
Okay, all right.
In the 80s, right?
Yeah,
Sticking to the 80s.
80s to 89.
Okay, 80 to 89. Who else did we play with that was pretty good? I can't remember too many more.
Okay, we'll leave it there. We'll just put those guys as down as honorable mention.
All
right, guys, outstanding conversation. Now we'll go ahead and move on. Carl, you can go ahead and take the next topic if you like. Or I can take it.
You go ahead, brother.
Okay. All right, let's talk. Okay, let's talk NBA, guys. We got this gambling situation. Okay, Greg, I'm gonna let you champion that topic. What's going on with this gambling situation? The gambling situation that started with Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and now it's now spread over to the NCAA's, where now you have 6 guys in the NCAA who are now are being bought into this because they're as far as giving out information, as far as who's going to be available, who's not going to be available, et cetera, et cetera. This is going to turn into something. What's your opinion on this, Greg?
Well, when people ask me how I'm doing, I'm gonna start saying it's a game time decision.
I know that's
Greg.
My first thought, it kind of blew me away, is like how incredibly stupid, for those guys to get involved in that. I realize innocently, yeah, you could probably say something about a guy not playing or even as a coach, but some of the other stuff that's come out about this, about the set up poker games, and then the prop bets with like Rozier. I mean, I guess these guys do it for the thrill and get involved for the thrill, and then helping their boys make some money or something like that. But it's just like, why even get yourself in that situation? But
exactly.
Unfortunately, I don't know if I read Chauncey. This guy, one of the guys named it Chauncey, somebody he knew since he was playing in his playing days. I mean, he's coaching. Apparently, their families were pretty close, but this guy had a bad history of drugs and gambling and in and out of prison. So yeah, you got to watch who you're with. But yeah, this is not good. It's a big black eye in the NBA, and there's always been the danger in college where guys didn't make any money where they with the point saving things and things like that. But now it's a little bit different era, but still, the leagues kind of asked for it though too. When the leagues got in bed with gambling, got DraftKings and the others as sponsors. It's kind of like
Yeah.
kind of like people gamble anyway for recreation or fun, things like that. But then they start thinking, okay, this is okay, when it's easy to cross the line.
All right, Gil, what you got? Anything? You got anything on this, Gil?
Yeah, it's almost a repeat of what Greg said. It's you have to understand who you're dealing with, especially when you're making the amount of money that these cats are making, man, and the positions that you have.
Right.
One thing I told, and I'm not going to name his name, but one of the kids that went to my high school that ended up going to the NFL and made it very big and made a bunch of money. The one thing I told him that he was going to have to learn to say no.
Yeah.
You're going to have to learn to say no, son, because you're going to make so much money. And trust me, he made way more money than I told him he was going to make. But I told him the one thing you have to learn when you leave college, you're going to be a high draft pick, and your friends are still going to be here, and they're still going to be your friends forever. But no is going to have to be a part of your vocabulary from here on out.
Exactly. Okay, let's talk NBA on court. All right, guys, we got the NBA is roughly about 2 weeks into play, and right now my question is, who are your surprise teams? I mean, let's start with the East. Who are your surprise teams? Right now, we have Chicago sitting on top. That's my biggest surprise. I no way I would have thought the Chicago Bulls would be sitting at 6-1. Anybody surprised about the Bulls?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I thought they were, middle of the pack team, but they got a good start. You can't beat having a good start. Who knows if it'll sustain it? But maybe they're a 50-win team this year. Who knows? And the East has got a lot of kind of wide open with the injuries with Halliburton and
Tatum.
Boston. Yeah, Tatum.
Right.
Tatum's still out?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tatum's still out. He's gonna be out most of the season.
Oh, wow.
He might be back in March.
That's right.
Yeah.
My fault.
Right.
My fault.
Carl, you got anything on this?
Yeah, Josh Giddey is showing.
Yeah.
He may have been a better player than was first thought.
Exactly.
He's averaging about 24 points, and he's being a playmaker. He's in the top 5 of assists. And that team is meshing and playing together. And so I don't know if they can keep it up, but I watched a little bit of their highlights, and they are playing at a high level together. So they're doing well. And in the East is not as strong, but Philadelphia is playing almost to their potential, and Maxey is the top scorer in the league right now.
Yeah. He's killing it.
He is playing.
33.5.
Is he going to continue playing? I don't know.
Yeah,
but,
he's killing it.
Don't forget about that rookie over there from Baylor.
Who's that? Okay, Carmen, who you say?
Edgecombe from Baylor.
Oh, yeah. Edgecombe.
Yeah, don't forget about him. That kid's awesome.
Oh, that boy can play. He putting up some numbers.
Yes, sir.
They got a heck of a backcourt.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to tell you what, guys, though, I really like San Antonio. San Antonio has a nice little team.
Yeah, they do.
I think they're going to do well. I
agree. I agree. They were 5-0. They started out 5-0, but they've lost the last 2. Right now, they're playing the Rockets right now. They got them on that prime video station. I hate when they do that. I mean, I'm saying it's just more money and more money. Yeah, exactly.
I love it because I can see it right up. I'm watching it now.
You have that channel, Carl?
I do.
Okay.
He got that free on his stream.
I have Netflix. All right. Now, who are your we're still on the East. We're still in the East. Who are your biggest disappointments in the East at this point?
The Magic have been.
Yes, 3 and
That's
5. I
the
got
that's
them
the
top of
Magic.
my list,
Yeah,
3 and
yeah.
5. I really had them in the top 3 coming
Yeah,
into the season.
they
That's a
were
little early.
talking, yeah,
3 and 5. I agree. They're
they picked
underachieving.
up Desmond Bain and
Yeah, Desmond Bain
Yeah.
ain't getting along with him.
Yeah.
Tyron.
Yeah.
How
Who's
about the
anybody else?
Pelicans,
Any
guys?
other?
The
Who?
Pelicans they've only won one game.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, but
What about the Pacers? 1 and 7. Did y'all think
Well,
they
the
would be 1
Pacers
and
don't
7?
have Tyrese Hamilton, and they don't have Miles Turner anymore.
yeah,
That
Yeah.
right there
Well,
is gonna mess with them. So
well, they knew
that's
that back in
understandable.
June when he signed away. You got to replace the guy.
but they got
Yeah, but they
these,
lost him.
these salary
Okay.
cap rules now is making it tough. Team, I mean, like Boston, this apron stuff with the Boston dismantled that team, traded all those guys
Right.
like
They had
Porzingis
to.
and
They had to. That's
DeRozan,
Had to
luxury
for the
tax
and,
is
money
gonna beat them
aspect.
down.
and I think
That
that
luxury
affected the
tax is gonna beat
Pacers a
them
little
down.
bit.
Yeah.
The Pacers couldn't really bring in anybody top quality to replace Turner, so
Yeah, Turner was a big piece for them.
and they
Right.
probably thought, hey, with Halliburton being out for the year, let's just
That's
see
tough.
Can't replace
All right,
that.
let's go into the West, guys.
Here's
OKC
what I
was
like in the
8-0
East, though.
until they lost to Portland. They
Yeah.
was up by 20 at the end of 1 against Portland and lost. So OKC is sitting at 8-1.
Yeah.
Who's your surprise, guys, in the West? Who's your surprise at this point?
Mm.
Okay, I'll tell you who my surprise is.
Trailblazers.
The Lakers sitting at 7-2, no LeBron James, and they sitting at 7-2, and number 2 seed in the West.
That's
Who would've
probably
thought
why
that?
they're 7-2.
Yeah.
Nah, that's probably why they 7-2.
LeBron
Okay.
hater.
I'm not a LeBron hater. I'm just saying. Those are the numbers, right?
He'll be coming back. He'll be
Hey,
coming back
Corbin.
this week now.
Oh, he's coming back this week?
That's what they
He's
said
coming
about a
back this week?
weekend.
They'll be
About a
they'll be
weekend.
7-7 after next week.
Hey, my question is here. I thought they'd be sitting at 7-2 without LeBron, but guess who is really blowing up the league right now for that team? Anybody?
That's a
Austin
no-brainer, Jeff.
Austin Reeves.
That's a
Austin
no-brainer.
Reeves.
Austin
He's
Reeves.
averaging 31 points and 9 assists a game. Who would have thought that?
He's killing it.
What about the other kid that from Tennessee? Isn't he doing good too?
Canuck?
Yeah.
Canuck.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
But not on Austin. We're talking about Austin
DeAndre
Reeves,
Ayton is
31 and
helping them a
9.
lot.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you
DeAndre
got
Ayton
Luka.
is helping them a lot.
Austin Reeves gonna give it to you for sure. He's gonna give it to you.
That guy, I didn't know he was 31 and 9 guy. I didn't know he was that good. Wow, that's amazing. And then, of course, Houston, you got your Rockets, lost the first 2 games to start the season, have come back to reel off 5 consecutive victories, so now they 5-2. Now, my question is this here. Do y'all think they're as good as their record 5-2, or do you think they were been kind of more or less beneficial because the schedule kind of got soft? Because really,
You are what your
those 5
record says
wins,
you are.
they didn't play nobody.
You are what your record says you are.
Okay, so sitting at 5-2, they tied with Denver at 5-2 in San Antonio. So you got 3 teams in the West tied for third place at 5-2.
Well,
so
if it's them 3 in the playoffs, they're not coming out, Jeff, out of the West. If it's them 3 right there at the end, they're not coming out.
They're not coming out. Okay, no. All right.
Joker's gonna give it to them.
All right. Well, who's your disappointment in the West? What teams in the West are you like, wow, I thought they would have been better than this by now? Any surprises?
No, it's too early for me.
Timberwolves off to a little bit of a slow start. They're 4-4.
Okay.
Who's that?
Timberwolves.
Oh yeah. You're
Clippers.
right.
Clippers.
Thank you. What about the Clippers sitting at 3-5?
Yeah.
I mean, with the team they put together, I would have thought they'd have been better. I know it's early in the season, 10% into the season, but still 3-5. I thought they would have been better than 3-5.
I agree that they should be a little bit better than that for sure.
Right.
And
Exactly.
the Mavericks don't have Kyrie, but Mavericks were thinking, hey, that trade, they were getting Anthony Davis. They were going to be
right.
They're not looking good right now.
Yeah, and they sitting at 2-6. They sitting at 2-6.
Doesn't he get hurt every game?
2-6. Huh?
Doesn't he get hurt every game or every practice?
He does.
Yeah, it does seem like he hurts. He's hurt a lot. It does seem that way.
You ever seen anything like that, Carver?
I'm telling you. Kawhi Leonard, he's another guy that's similar. Always out. Isn't he out right now? Didn't he get hurt again? I think Kawhi Leonard got hurt again.
I think AD's a walking bruise, though. I mean, you gotta keep a medical with him because that dude he walks in the arena and sprains a toe or something. It's amazing.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All right. So looking at the West, who are your top 4 teams? Who's your top 4 teams? Who do you guys think should be in the Western Conference semifinals? Who's your top 4? We're gonna start with Carvin Holcomb.
Say it again.
Top 4 teams in the West. Who do you think will be the final 4 teams in the West? Who's your best 4?
It's real loud in here, so I just got to the gym. I'm gonna have to drop out right now because it's real loud in here, so I can barely hear you. I appreciate you guys. Nice seeing all you guys. Y'all take care.
Okay,
All right,
too.
brother.
Okay,
Thank you.
Greg, who are your top 4? Do you have a top 4?
Well, Thunder, obviously. I think Nuggets,
Okay.
Rockets,
Okay.
Timberwolves.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then maybe Spurs, Timberwolves right there, 4-5.
Oh, you got the Timberwolves. Okay, Timberwolves. Okay, now, okay, hold on. You said Houston, Denver, Timberwolves, and who else?
Rockets.
And OKC. And OKC. Okay. All right. All right. What about you, G? Who you got? Top 4 teams in the West.
I'm gonna go with OKC, Denver. I'm gonna throw San Antonio in there. I just like the way I think Wemby's gonna be a big problem for everybody. As the season goes on. I'm not gonna and I'm gonna throw my wild card just because I like them and the way they play. Golden State, even though they're probably not gonna be there, but I'm just a Golden State fan in the way they play.
Okay, so you're gonna leave the Lakers out. You're gonna leave the Rockets out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right.
Do the Rockets wear red?
Next, Philip Green. Philip, you next. Who's your top 4 teams?
Make it real simple, man. It's OKC in the West and everybody else. Doesn't matter what order. Till you see yourself. It's like feeding a baby. You feed them until they can feed themselves. But right now, OKC don't need to be fed. They won and everybody else.
Yeah.
So it's all about OKC with Phil. Nobody else matters. Okay.
True statement.
Wow. Okay. Looking at the leading scorers in the league, Tyrese Maxey is leading the league in scoring at 33.5, but Shea Alexander is sitting at 33.3, right behind him. And then you got the Greek Freak in Milwaukee sitting at 32.3, and you got Donovan Mitchell in Cleveland sitting at 31.9, and then you got Austin Reeves at 5th in the league with 31.1. That shocked me. That really, really shocked me.
That's a lot of points.
Don't worry, it's temporary, fellas. Don't worry, it's temporary.
Okay.
It's temporary. Yeah, because when LeBron come back, he's gonna be taking the ball out of their hands. So we'll see how that work out.
You have to get the pill up, bro.
He's showing what he can do, but it's just temporary. The rest of those guys will be around, but not him.
Yeah, he had a 51-point night, so
yeah, exactly.
The average is pulled up a little bit with this little.
All right, we're still on basketball. Let's talk Rockets just real briefly. Okay, the Rockets, you know the situation we have. We have no Fred VanVleet, and right now Reed Shepherd, the jury's still out. The jury's still out on Reed Shepherd. Is he ready? So my question to you guys is: would you stand pat with the team you have now? Or would you go ahead and try to make a trade for a point guard that you feel more confident that can come in and help the team? What do you guys think? I'm going to go with Greg. I'm going to start with Greg on this.
Yeah, is VanVleet out for the year?
He's at best, he might be back in time for the playoffs. At best. That's at best.
Yeah, they probably want to see if they can pick up at least another veteran point guard that can help him, even if he's not a starter. Yeah, that would be a big fit, I think.
Yep. Now, if you did that, Greg, are you willing to relinquish the rights to Reed Shepherd? Because if you do that and you pick up a guard, they're going to request a Reed Shepherd in a trade. You talking about be a trade, or you talking about be a free agency?
Yeah, I don't know who's out there. Is there anybody out there in the free agency that fits that? Probably not, unless there's somebody's older who hadn't been picked up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What about
who's looking to get rid of, or who's looking to, make a trade? And all these trades now, they involve 3 or 4 teams when they do make them. So,
yeah,
it's hard to say.
Okay, Philip, you said Cameron Payne?
Yeah, he's available. I mean,
okay,
he's serviceable. And if you want to make a trade, I mean, giving up Reed Shepherd is not a crime. I mean, he's not ready to start here. But then again, you got other assets. And so it doesn't take a lot to get somebody serviceable. If you want a star, yeah, you got to give up something to get something. But they're pretty steady right now. They just need somebody to kind of steer the ship right.
Okay.
So they don't have those kind of turnovers like they gave away in the Oklahoma City game.
Exactly.
Those were caused by turnovers.
Exactly. So you saying as far as right now, do you try to see if you can sign as free agent, or are you saying you're trying to see if you can get make a trade? What are you asking?
You can do it because you have assets to do it with. But I mean, you can look for free agents. It's just a matter of what management thinks. I mean, they can stand pat and still be decent, but if you want to get better, you can't have those kind of situations at the end of the game where you can't make a decent pass inside or outside by a guard.
Right. What about you, Carl? What do you think? Would you stand pat, or would you go ahead and try to make a trade?
They are 5-0 with Josh Okogie at that other guard, that off guard. I'm gonna see where that goes. I'm gonna continue to try to develop Reed Shepherd. I'm gonna look at my other assets as far as point guards. I'll see what the boy Davidson got. Now, if I can get somebody on the cheap as a free agent, I will look at that also. But I'm not ready to make a trade right now. Again, they're 5-0, 5-0, 5 in a row. So I'm doing good right now, and I'm gonna continue developing what I got and not work to mess up the chemistry. So that's what I would do.
Okay. G-Rod, you have anything to say on that?
Yeah, that was a very good assessment, by the way, by my brother Carl. That was nice. The only bad rumor I heard, and this is a bad rumor for me, concerning the Rockets and concerning the trade. I saw John Morant in a Rockets uniform, and I'm like, no, hold on, before you say anything. I think the guy is super talented. I think the guy is great. You don't want to get him in Houston. It's way too much distractions. It's in Memphis. I've been to Memphis. I know what Memphis is a little bit slower, a little bit crazier probably, but a little bit slower than Houston. And you don't want to get him in Houston, not on this team. It would be very detrimental, in my opinion. And I love the guy, but
that was the next thing that was sitting here on my piece of paper. I was going to ask y'all, do we make a trade for John Morant?
No.
And you just blew it up.
No.
What about you, Greg Kite? Would you, if you're the Rockets, would you try to make a trade for John Morant? He wants out of Memphis, and Memphis are tired of him too.
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay, so G-Rod said no?
And I don't think they could do it money-wise anyway.
Okay.
Contract.
Okay. They can, but Fred VanVleet would have to be in that.
And they'd have to defer a bunch of stuff.
And they would have to give up first-round picks. They would have to give first-round picks. It'll probably be Reed Shepherd, Fred VanVleet, and then first-round picks.
For sure.
Would y'all do that?
No.
For John Morant, Reed Shepherd, huh? No?
No.
Okay. Phil, would you do that?
No.
Reed Shepherd? No. Okay. Carl, would you do that?
No.
Okay, all right. So we move on from the NBA. All right, so we finished with the NBA. We finished with the top 10 as far as the All-Texas team. All right, let's talk WNBA, guys. We got the WNBA. We got the potential lockout. All right, now you guys, have y'all heard about this Project B League? That they're starting this Project B League, where you have a new Saudi public investment fund that is bagging this B League. They already have signed 66 players from the WNBA to play in that league. It's going to be a 6-team league. It's going to be 11 players on each team, and they already signed 6 players, including the president, the player president of the WNBA. What I'm hearing, these ladies are going to be making starting at $2 million a season. And
who was the player president of the WNBA?
I can't think of her name off the top of my head. It's an African name. I can't think of her name off the top of my head. I can't think of her name off the top of my head. That's it. That's her. That's her.
From Houston, Cyprus.
Nika's good, but Nika's a veteran who's been around a long time too. So that's just a money grab.
Right. So they can start. There's $2 million a season, and they can sign as much as up to $10 to $12 million, say for a 5-year deal. So right now, this is going to be very interesting because this league is set to start play next season, November of 26. So they won't really be challenging the WNBA because WNBA season ends October. So this league don't start until November. But The question is, I don't know if those players are going to be able to play in that league and in the WNBA. So this is going to be a very interesting situation, especially with the WNBA got this lockout hanging over their head. And if they're not willing to step up to the plate as far as offering money, this is going to be a healthy alternative for the ladies. So it's hard for them to say no to this. What's your opinion on this, Greg?
It looks like it's a Saudi group that's doing it. It sounds like that Live Golf.
Yeah,
that's them. Saudi money for the Live Golf, but you can pay these players all this, but you look at the WNBA, they're on the rise, but the revenue they're bringing in, how long would that last? Even if they can pay, because I mean, it's just I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that'll work, but hey, if the seasons don't conflict, maybe some of the players can play both. Because I mean, they play both now. A lot of them go overseas, after the WNBA and play there.
But now the question is, will the WNBA prohibit them from playing in that league? Because you got to understand, well, they shouldn't, because it's after this season, so it shouldn't. But I'm just saying, what if they do prohibit them from playing another league?
Could possibly be, but they aren't doing that right now, so I don't see. But it's hard to beat having the backing of the NBA. I mean, WNBA is owned by the NBA owners, and 42% of it's owned by the NBA, and they sold 16% of it to a private equity firm. And even though they're just barely treading water as far as year to year losing a little bit of money, they get a bigger TV deal now, and I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how that happens. But I think the WNBA players, they'll get something settled eventually. They'll start making a little bit more money. It's not going to be anything comparable to the NBA. I mean, they play half as many games, number one.
And they just signed an extension, so they're trying to work it out.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, I mean, obviously if they lose some of these stars and they don't play, but I mean, remember when Tiger was in golf? When Tiger Woods was in his heyday in golf?
Oh, right.
Those guys on the PGA figured it out. They said, "Man, we're making more money, more people are watching, and everything like that." It was a great deal. So they got some of these young stars, whether it's Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark or Juju Watkins coming along. More people are paying attention, and more people are watching Paige Brookers. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But more power to them. Hey, if they can make some more money and have another league, it reminds me a little bit of the ABA and NBA,
Well, one thing about the Saudi, if it's a Saudi league, there's not going to be a lack of funds. Let me just go ahead and put it out there. They're going to have plenty of capital to spend. The issue would become then for the viewing audience, what the product's going to look like out there. Okay. Well, what is the product going to look like? You can pay a bunch of money and they're not going to produce, or they're not going to have the stars of the WNBA. I'm a WNBA fan. I just am. And I would hate for that league to go into a lockout and then end because of money situations. But I'm not mad at the ladies for making the money. But I think if they go into a lockout and any Saudi money comes in, man, you got to go with the money, and it's probably going to come to an end. We've already lost one WNBA league, and we never got the Houston Comets back. That to me is a travesty for me personally, because I never cheered for a Houston team except for the Comets. So, there you go.
Right. Okay. Anybody else have any comments on that on that league, the new women's league? Any other comments? If not, we'll move on. Let's go to football, guys. NFL. All right, guys. We're looking at the NFL. We got Houston playing this weekend. Houston got a big game against the Jags. Houston sitting at 3-5. Jags sitting at 5-3. So if Houston win this weekend, they will be sitting at 4-5, and Jags will be sitting at 5-4. So they'll be within one game of the Jags with 8 games left. So right now, you're not going to catch Indy sitting at 7-2. We already know we're not going to catch them. Nope. But you're gonna be fighting for a wild card spot. So you got to stay close. And there are a lot of teams, man, they're in competition with. It's going to be tough for the Texans, really. It's going to be tough. But they got the Jags this weekend. They need that win. They get that win. They one game behind the Jags, and they still got a chance at a wild card.
Not
so
without
right now, Excuse me? Say what?
CJ. Not
Say what?
happening. Not
you say it's not
without
happening?
CJ.
Okay, gotcha. Oh yeah, you're right. No CJ. Okay, yeah, injury report. We're missing CJ. We're missing a couple of offensive linemen. We got some key guys out, but they got some key guys out as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how that play out because both teams are missing some key players. All
Where they
right. So
playing?
look. Say what?
Where are they playing?
They playing in Houston.
Oh, okay.
Is it in Houston? Is it in Houston? I don't have it on here where it's playing.
It's Houston. We played them
Yeah,
up there.
it's in
Remember
Houston.
the first part of the year we gave them a game.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's move on. All right, right now, who are your biggest surprises? Who are your biggest surprises over in the East? Over in the, not, I'm sorry, in the East, not the AFC. Who are your biggest surprises? As far as on, let's put it like this here. Who are your biggest disappointments? Let's start with that. Who are your biggest disappointments? I tell you who my biggest disappointments. I'm gonna go with Miami, 2-7. I'm gonna go with Baltimore, sitting at 3-5.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Cincinnati, sitting at 3-6.
Yeah.
How about Houston sitting at 3-5? Who would have thought that?
That's an
What's not a
expectation.
disappointment? Who?
With the exception of Miami, all those teams have major injuries, Jeff. I mean, that's kind of understandable why they where they are. But Miami can't say that. They just a bad team. But you named the other teams that had significant injuries to their quarterbacks first, who's the engines of their teams.
Yep.
Cincinnati and Baltimore for sure.
Yeah. When you replace Joe Burrows with what's this guy's name? Joe Burrows. He's older than me. What's his name?
Well, Flacco ain't the problem. Was the guy behind Flacco.
Ain't nobody older than you, G-Rock.
Yes, he's older than me. What's his name? I'm faster than him. What's his name?
Was it Joe Flacco?
Yes.
But Flacco hasn't been the problem. It was the guy that came behind him that made him trade for him. Yeah, he's giving them a little juice. If nothing else, they beat Pittsburgh. They beat some other teams. So.
Yeah, they're putting up some points with Flacco. I was joking, but I am faster.
Yeah, I know.
I am faster.
What about KC? What about KC sitting at 5-4? Y'all think that's a disappointment at this point, KC?
No,
they're gonna be all right.
They get the best shot of every team coming in. So they lose some games, but they always still right there in the battle.
Yep.
So
right.
And come by the end of the year, they're gonna find a way to win that division, even with Denver at the top. Now, I still think they're gonna catch Denver, and they're gonna at the end of the day be right there at the top of that conference.
Yeah, I'll tell you what Jackie Carr said. You can't win any championships in November. How about that? you don't win any championships in November.
Well, I can tell you this to go along with that. Whoever wins the division that the Texans are in, that's who gets in the playoff. Nobody else ain't gonna be no wild card coming out of that division.
Agree. 100% agree. Yes.
Okay.
That's one team out of that conference.
Yeah, that's
right now that looks like the Colts.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever it is. I mean, Colts are going to lose the streak for all I'm saying. It's just one team coming out that division.
Agreed.
Okay. All right. Now still talking about AFC. Now we talked about who's the biggest disappointments. Now, who are your biggest surprises? My biggest surprise is New England sitting at 7-2. I didn't think New England would be sitting at 7-2 at this point. Who thought that? Who thought that New England would be sitting at 7-2 at this point? Nobody.
I didn't think the quarterback was going to do what he's doing. The Drake from North Carolina, that kid is playing out of his mind.
I think that's more coaching. That kid could play anywhere. He's good. It's the coaching. They got rid of a guy that had 1 year there. Now, that's what I don't think is fair. But when you get the results you're getting, it proves the firing was justified in their opinion. But you don't fire coaches after 1 year, and very seldom is that something justified. But they wanted Vrabel. They should have hired him from Jump Street. He was sitting on the street then.
Yeah.
Denver is sitting at 8-2. Is that a big surprise to any of you?
Yes.
It's a surprise.
Okay, that's my other surprise in the AFC. Okay, let's move on to the NFC. Who are your biggest disappointments in the NFC?
Dallas Cowboys. But before we
I knew you were gonna
listen, no, I got a serious. I'm always joking, but I have a serious point. I want to wish rest in peace to the family of the gentleman who young cat who passed away, man. That was unbelievable to me. And I don't know, to me, how you missed an evaluation like that to not know what was going on. I mean, it seems like there was a lot of people that were aware of some of the mental issues that he was dealing with. And in my opinion, they may have let it slide. And this is the end result. So
it was public. It wasn't private. It was public.
like I said, anyway,
mental
Dallas
illness is a
Cowboys,
very difficult
they rest in peace, and that's my
subject.
surprise team.
Yeah.
Mental illness, how far do you get involved before you're encroaching upon somebody's privacy and all of those things? So all of those things have to factor into it. I'm a proponent of mental illness, and especially somebody on a football team like that.
Spoke openly about it.
Yeah, it's a difficult situation. So I don't begrudge the Cowboys or any of those sports teams. It's hard to be able to recognize and figure out how to help somebody.
Right. That is so sad. Didn't he just score a touchdown, a defensive touchdown recently?
Yeah, they blocked the punt. He recovered it in the end zone.
Yeah. Goodness. That was just like recent, like a few days ago.
Monday night.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Monday night.
All right. As far as disappointments in the NFC, Washington. What about Washington sitting at 3-6? Who thought they would have been sitting at 3-6 at this point?
Well,
again, their quarterback missed significant games.
Yep.
Okay.
Very true.
All right.
And he's done for the year.
Yeah, he's done for the year.
Yeah.
Anybody surprised that Minnesota Vikings is sitting at 4-4 at this point?
Nah.
No.
And again, their quarterback missed significant games, and they're still 4-4. We'll see what they're made of this weekend, though.
Who they got?
What about Atlanta? Anybody surprised Atlanta sitting at 3-5?
Yeah, I thought they'd be better. I
thought so too.
5-3.
And New Orleans 1-8. What's wrong with New Orleans? What happened to New Orleans?
A lot.
Come on, that's understandable.
Number 9's not there for starters.
There you go. And he hasn't been.
Number 9 is not there. You can't replace number 9.
He's in the press box, Gil. You didn't know that?
I know. I saw that. Because of Sanchez going over and arguing and fighting over a parking spot.
But he was going there anyway. He had been prepping for that. They just rushed him up. It's like they brought him from AAA up to the big leagues now. He was practicing for that anyway. Yeah. Same way Tom Brady did.
I think it's a good addition. A lot of the quarterbacks that were pretty good make a heck of announcers because they know the insides and outs of the offense.
Yeah. Anybody surprised that the Carolina Panthers are sitting at 5-4 and in playoff contention? Anybody surprised?
Bingo. No. Now you finally hear the surprise. Bingo.
You know what surprised me?
Any given
Cowboys lost to their own running back.
Have a few breaks and be able to rise above what everybody's expectations are. All it takes is a few breaks, a fumble, a good pass, and to be able to, have good field position and not make mistakes. You're right there. You're an NFL team. So any NFL team, I'm not really surprised about that.
Okay. Who y'all think is the best conference, not the best conference, the best division? Right now, I think Seattle, Rams, San Francisco, Arizona, the West. I think that's the best. That's the best division right there. You got 3 teams that already got 6 wins over there in the West and the NFC West. Anybody got a conference or a division that can challenge the West?
You'll get 2 teams out of that division in the playoffs
for sure.
Okay, you might get 3.
Yeah,
maybe, but
2,
I doubt it. 2 is a good strong possibility. 3 would be pretty impressive.
Yeah,
not impossible.
Okay, all right.
Maybe the AFC West. Maybe AFC West.
AFC West. AFC
with
West.
The Chiefs,
and I said that earlier.
Okay,
you're right. I said that earlier in the year. But the NFC West has kind of supplanted them since then.
Yeah. All right, the key matchups in the NFL this weekend, you got New England, who's 7-2, going up to play Tampa Bay, who's 6-2. That should be a very interesting matchup right there. That's going to be a tough pick 'em. As far as Fantasy League, that's going to be a touch pick 'em. Fantasy League right now, we got Jeffrey Young in first place in Fantasy League, and then you have myself, Jeff Walker, in second place. But, man, it's getting tight. Everything else is tight. But Jeff Young, he's pulling away from us. He's the class of our league. But that doesn't mean you're gonna win the Super Bowl. Because I was the last seed and I won the Super Bowl last year. So you can't go by that. So anyway,
I'm gonna pick Tampa Bay this week. They playing at home. I think they're gonna pull this one out. So I'm gonna pick Tampa Bay over New England.
Okay. All right. Phil, who you got? Tampa Bay, New England. Who you got?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Okay. Greg, who you got? Tampa Bay, New England.
I got the Bucks. That's my
Bucks. Okay, everybody going with the Bucks. Okay, G, who you got?
Is my man coming? The receiver from Galveston Ball, is he coming back? And
Oh, no, he's not playing.
He's not playing.
Not.
No, he ain't playing. I don't think.
he got a broken collarbone, I think.
Oh, did he?
He did. That's exactly what he did.
So who you taking?
Because the rest of the guys went with the Bucks, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stand and my ground and say I'm going with the Bucks.
So everybody going with the Bucks. Okay, then I'm gonna go with the Patriots. I'm
There
going
you
Baker Mayfield is a better quarterback than
That's true.
For.
That's true, and they're playing at home.
Yeah. All right, another good matchup are the LA Rams versus the San Francisco 49ers. You got 6-2 versus 6-3. That's gonna be a tough matchup. Tough matchup.
Rams.
Because both of them in the same division. So you're going
I'm
to
go with the 49ers.
Rams.
I think Brock Purdy's coming back also.
It won't matter. He's not coming back. It's still the other guy.
Okay.
Yep. Rams.
But they playing at Levi Stadium at home.
I'm not sure where they playing, but I still think the other guy's still quarterback in one more game. Purdy gonna have a hard time getting his job back, although they just gave him all that money. The other guy's playing real good right now. He's making money for when they go somewhere else, that's for sure. He ain't gonna be a backup forever.
I agree with that. Greg, you got anything to say about that? The Rams.
I gotta go with the Rams. I gotta go with my guy.
With the Rams?
My guy Puka Nacua.
There you go.
I'm going with the 49ers. One other key matchup would be Pittsburgh versus Detroit. Both teams are sitting at 5-3. Who y'all got in that matchup?
Where are they playing? They playing in Detroit. Detroit's gonna win.
Yeah,
they're gonna win. They play out of mind in Detroit.
What up, though?
What up, though?
All right, Carl, who you got? Pittsburgh versus Detroit.
If it's Pittsburgh versus Detroit, I got Detroit also.
All right, Greg, who you got?
I got the Lions.
Okay,
Detroit,
all right. I'm going with the Lions as well. All right, the Texans injuries, like I said, CJ Stroud.
Jeff, you want to know what I think of that game?
I'm sorry, Phil. Okay, Phil, what you got? My fault, Phil.
Jeff, they can play in a matchbox in Detroit and win.
Okay. My fault, brother.
Just so you know.
Texas injuries. CJ Stroud is out, concussion. You have the kicker. The kicker is out. He's out too. Who gonna
kicker get hurt?
Huh?
How does the kicker get hurt?
He gets hurt all the time. He got hamstring.
He got
muscle pulls in his stomach, his thigh, calf.
How does the kicker? Do you pull a pinky toe? What do you do? How do you get hurt?
Then you have two offensive linemen, Titus Howard and Ed Ingram. They're out. And then you got your starting safety, Jalen Petrie, with concussion. He's out.
Jeff, with their defense and Carl's guy Davis Mills playing quarterback, they better not lose.
So you think you picking the Texans in that game?
Of course. Davis Mills, ask Carl.
Carl, you going with the Texans?
I am.
Greg, who you taking? Who you taking? Jags versus Texans?
Jaguars. I'm going. Yeah, I got it. CJ out and all those guys out. Jaguars.
All right, now Jags got missing some players too now. G, who you got? Who you got? Houston
Jaguars.
versus
Jaguars.
Jags. All right. I'm gonna go with
ETN's gonna have a big game.
I'm going with the Jags too. I don't have enough confidence in Davis Mills like Carl has. So I'm going with the Jags as well. I just don't. All right, last topic. We're gonna talk some about NCAA football. Okay. All right, guys. Number one right now, we still got Ohio State sitting at 8-0. You got Indiana sitting at 9-0. Number two, you got A&M at 8-0. And number three. So right now, man, we got some tough games coming up this weekend. So my question to you guys is, who you guys think will be in the Final Four? Just pick my 4 teams. Who you think will be in the Final Four? So in the semifinals and the finals. Who you got?
It's 12 teams gonna be in there, so that's a hard to make.
That's a hard question.
Texas A&M, Ohio State.
I'm going with O State as well. O State has been impressive. They've been impressive.
When they play Indiana, I'm looking for bets that game, guys. Just so you know.
Okay, all right. What about A&M at 8-0? Y'all don't have any confidence in A&M? No confidence. What about Georgia? Georgia sitting at 7-1.
I like Georgia.
You like Georgia? Who said they like Georgia? Okay. Greg, who you got? Just pick one. Who you think is the best team in the league? We'll go with that.
Oh, the best team, Ohio
Who's
State.
the best team? Ohio State. So you think they're gonna win it? Now, Carl, who you think will win it?
I think
I'm
Ohio
just
State.
throwing somebody out there. Texas A&M. I don't keep up with college football.
Okay. G-Rod, who you got? Who you think will win it? Who you think going to be the eventual champion?
Okay, so because you mentioned it's 12 teams and it's a tournament style, someone's going to get knocked out. And I do think that Ohio State's got the best team in the NCAA, but I think they're going to get knocked off. It's very difficult to go undefeated in the NCAA in football. It's just too well. The parity is too much. So I'm going to go with Georgia coming out of nowhere. I just like the fact that they play very hard.
Okay. I like Georgia. They're kind of a Cinderella team. They always gonna be tough come playoff time.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. One last topic.
Once again, I am on the panel, Jeff. I mean, so you know.
Phil, what do you think?
Don't apologize. Indiana is the best team in the Big Ten. They're gonna beat Ohio State. Just giving y'all a little point of reference.
Okay. All right. My fault, my brother. My fault. All right. One last topic. NCAA basketball. All right. NCAA basketball. You got Houston right now, University of Houston in the number 2 seed right now. Do you guys think that they're gonna stay there? Do you think they got a real chance of winning the championship, or what? What do you guys think?
They always got a chance of winning the championship. Kelvin Sampson has them up there. They just got to get over the hump that U of H has never got over the hump during the time of Guy Lewis and all the rest. But hopefully, Kelvin Sampson in maybe his last year or next to last year will take them over the top. So that's what I'm rooting for. Houston all the way in college basketball.
Okay. Houston. All right. Right now, Houston number 2 seed. Purdue is 1. Florida is 3. Greg, who you think? Who you think is really the clear-cut best going into the NCAA basketball season? Who you think is the clear-cut best?
It's a long season. I love Houston and Kelvin Sampson. I gotta pull for my BYU Cougars. They're number 8 right now, but I just know that the Big 12 is going to be something else. Houston just watched Kansas, Arizona, Texas Tech, TCU killed somebody last night, so it's going to be.
Greg, what conference is BYU in?
Big 12
with Houston.
Who's the best in the Big 12?
So Houston's the top ranked. BYU's number 2, the second. They're number 8 right now.
Texas. And they have the number 1 player in the country from last year.
Yeah. Okay. Texas Tech's number 3rd. Then you got Arizona. Did y'all see that kid from Arizona play the other night?
I heard about him. I didn't see it.
He's something else.
Yeah,
like the Big 12 is going to be brutal.
Yeah, Kansas is. Darren Peterson. They just played.
I'm looking forward. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this year's NCAA season. And you got Texas Tech at ranked 10th. You got Duke at 6th. Then the women. You got UConn, number 1 seed. You got South Carolina, number 2. Texas is ranked 4, and UCLA is 3, and you got LSU is 5. Round out the top 5. So it should be very interesting watching the basketball season get started. So with that being said, guys, that was our last topic. Let's get one last. Excuse me.
You forgot to even mention the World Series. Just because the Astros wasn't in the World Series, that was an exciting World Series. Won by the Dodgers.
It was not on the topic of discussions, but we'll discuss it. Let's congratulations to the Los Angeles
baseball.
The only thing I know is that
baseball, major sport, man.
Okay, all right.
Toronto was up by a game. I think it was 3-2, and then the Dodgers came back.
Yeah,
is that what happened?
Best team on the spot, brother.
That's what happened.
Okay. Well, I mean, and then I heard how you pronounce the guy named Shogun Ochogi? They saying he's one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
That he can pitch and he can hit, which is a unique unique situation. So that's what I've heard. Maybe that'll be a new trend that people try to do.
That's kind of impossible. Not a lot of people can do that one.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Okay.
That's
All right.
very impressive. Yeah.
All right, we got all right. One last thing from our sponsor.
I already did that, Jeff.
Oh, I just want to give you another opportunity. Give you another opportunity. Oh, you
Well,
don't want another
here's the
opportunity.
deal, guys. Here's the deal. Sponsorship is open to the public here if you're listening on this show. But A-Rocket stepped up to the plate when time has been needed since the inception that I've been on the show. And we've been more than happy to sponsor this show with whatever we can do. But it is a full service moving and storage business that's been around since 1959. And it is a second generation right now with DeAndre Sam in charge, located 3401 Quarter, A-Rocket Moving and Storage, office, residential, corporate moves. We have storage facility. We can come out and pack your items, and just give us a call. Give us a chance to make sure your moving is done efficiently and with a reasonable amount of time and money spent. A-Rocket Moving and Storage been around Third Ward area, but we go all over the city, all over the state, all over the country. And like I said, we sponsorship for TSU, Prairie View, and Sam Houston, and other businesses. We do law firms. We do oil and gas. We do everybody. We have opportunity for employment too. So there's a lot of people looking for work out there. So come see us, 3401 Quarter, Houston, Texas, 77021, number 713-748-6024.
I just want to say our next show is a live show from Bombshells. If you know where Bombshells is, off of the belt, close to the Beltway.
The Pearland location.
Pearland, yeah.
Pearland location. We're going to do our live episode on the 21st. I'm going to host, and we're going to do it from Bombshells. And ladies get their first 2 drinks free, and they can jump into the conversation, and we're going to have it going on. So we look forward to everybody out there coming and sharing and seeing us live out there with the Sportstake crew. At Bombshells, November 21st, the show starts at 7, but our activity gonna start from 4 to 11. Show starts at 7 to 8. So we look forward to you coming to Bombshells and seeing us live.
Come hang out and party with us, guys. Come hang out and party with us.
And Paul, I got a message for you concerning that show. Donna Shanklin, our classmate from Johnston, who's a big educator, wants to come on the show and talk about education for a few minutes. And I know that's something you're a big proponent of, and so is Jeffrey and everybody else on here, because she's passionate about it like we are about sports. She calls me up and says, why you guys just talk about sports? I say, sweetheart, we cover a lot of topics, but we'd be more than happy to have you on and give you a segment, a few minutes to talk about your educational because she's passionate enough to help kids get and further their education with special needs. And you should hear her play. I've been to a couple of her meetings, and it'd be very beneficial to have her on.
Tell her for me.
And you know, I went to elementary and junior high with Donna Shanklin, so I know her well. And I also have 2 other podcasts, and I can feature her on those podcasts. So I'm gonna get in touch with Donna.
I did tell her that, but she wants to come on this one with the guys. Just
Sounds
so you know.
We'll
just want you to know I told her about
having
that.
her come on and talk and give us a bite about education.
Please tell her for me that we have several intellectuals on the sports show.
Oh, absolutely. I did, Gil, and you were one of them. Just so you know. I mean, I'm not saying that I didn't just go on there and just left her hanging. I pumped up everybody on here. So she knows that when she comes on, she'll be welcome, and somebody will be able to carry a conversation with a Gil like you, a man of your nature.
Yeah, I passed art with an A, so I'm good.
Okay, there you go. You was a special ed class too with that. I know you got it straightened out. She's good at that.
All right, guys, we got the end of the game going on. We're going to check it out, and we're going to see everybody who's coming out for the next episode, which is November 21st, live from Bombshell. So we'll see you then, and look forward to Sportstake every other week. And check us out. If it's sports, check out Sportstake, and we'll send you a video. Thank you.
All right.